Right, so today I'm here joined by Stevenson, my boyhood hero, and beside me is Muddyminter 75, and we're at the Hibernian Training Centre, and I just want to say thank you to Kenny Miller for organising this. So I've got a few, well, more than a few questions. I've got some questions to ask you, Lewis.
No bother.
And the first one is, what made you play for Hibs?
I used to be at St Johnstone's as a youth player, and my coach at the time, Stevenson, he went to Hibs, and we had a game against, I think it was like St Johnstone under 12s against Hibs under 12s, and it was basically a trial match to see the best players out of those two teams would play for Hibs. So there was about 6 or 7 of us for the St Johnstone team that came to Hibs, and I never would have thought I'd still be here nearly 20 years later.
Do you see yourself ending your career at Hibs?
I would love to, but I know, football's a cutthroat sport and a cutthroat business. So I think I need to earn the right. I don't think reputations or sentiment gets you anywhere in football. I think you need to earn the right, and as long as I'm doing my best in earning my shirt, then I'd love to finish my career here. But as I said, someone else might come in and do a better job, and I'll hold my hands up and maybe go down the leagues or go part-time. But no, I've got 2 years left here. Hopefully got a few more years after that as well.
What is it like being the only Hibs player to win the League Cup medal and the Scottish Cup medal?
It's very strange. I didn't know till after I'd won the Cup. I think people were saying, a few things were flashing up on Twitter saying that was the first player to win both Cups, which is, it's crazy, especially in a nearly 100 odd year history of a club. And there's probably a lot better players than me that have been unfortunate not to win it, but luckily I've stuck around long enough to do it.
What do you remember of the Scottish Cup final?
It's all a bit of a blur. I've never actually watched the game back, which people find surprising, but in fact, I've not watched it back at all. I've seen clips of it, obviously, but in the DVD, but I've never watched the full game back. The only thing I can remember is after Dave scored, my legs were like jelly, and I remember Tavernier running me at the ball like with a minute to go, and I'm trying to jockey in him, and I just felt like I was going lower and lower to the floor, and just the relief, and I can't describe the feelings I felt at that final whistle.
What is it like being an inspiration for the younger Hibs players, like the younger lads at Hibs?
I don't know, I didn't really see myself as an inspirational figure. We done a meeting one time with the youth players, and boy Sean McPartland got me in and was asking me questions, and I don't know, it wasn't until then it kind of hit home that, maybe I've actually achieved some stuff at this club, and some of the young boys were saying they would love to have the career I've had at football, and that was probably the first time I really realised what I've actually achieved at this club.
Throughout your Hibs career, playing under 11 different managers, who would you consider you had the best relationship with?
It's a tough one. I think you probably fall out and fall in with every one of them. There's been moments where I've liked them and moments where I've hated them, so they probably felt the same with me as well. I owe a lot to Tony Mowbray who gave me my debut, and I think it was John Collins that really probably kicked start, and that's obviously when we won the CIS Cup. But I've learned things from every manager, even the ones that maybe Hibs fans don't remember too keenly, but I think I've learned things from everyone, and to be fair, everyone's gave me their fair crack at the whip, and it's hard for me to pinpoint one that I can really say that I've gone with. So.
Who did you support as a kid?
I was a Raith Rovers fan. They were my local team. I went to a few Raith games, but in Fife there's a lot of Rangers, Celtic fans, so I think I'd been through every kind of stadium in Scotland supporting a team, but Raith were my main team, and obviously a few games for Hibs, then they become my team.
Who is the best player you've played against?
I had the pleasure of playing against Messi in a friendly. To say I was playing against him was maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but I was on the same pitch as him. That's probably as close as I got. But it's funny, somebody said to me the other day, it was like, I need to go and see Messi play live. I was thinking, I would love to go and watch him play live, and then I thought, I've actually been on the same pitch as him, so I've got that one to look at. But in the SPL, I always thought Nakamura was good. He kind of played on the right, and if I was playing left back, and I always felt he was 5 or 6 steps ahead of me whenever I played against him.
Who were your football idols growing up?
I remember watching like Roberto Carlos being a left back and thinking I would love to be him. I think that's maybe where I've got my shooting expertise for watching videos of him. But I remember watching like Redondo and players like that, and I just liked the way he kind of went about the pitch. And it's hard. I can't even remember being a child, so I can't remember players I was really watching.
Was it the Rangers game where you decided to shoot for about 30 yards or so? The other week?
Other week, that was Hearts game. I don't know.
What made me
shoot? It was a training routine, but I'm too far in the park. I was supposed to be wider, so Stevie played it to me, and I kind of got to the back post, but I felt like I was too central to clip it to the back post, so I've put my head down, shut my eyes, and hope for the best.
Why don't you try and shoot more?
Well, a few boys have been saying that. I don't think my shooting's is as bad as my goal ratio's kind of indicated, so that's something I need to add to my game a bit more.
When will you retire?
As I touched on earlier, I hope I've got a few more years left in me. I feel probably as fit, and I probably feel like I'm playing a football as well as I have since I started. So I'd like to say I've got a few years left in me, but I think recovery-wise, that's what I feel more after training and after games. I do feel my legs are a lot sorer than they used to be when I was 19, but I think I could have played the game the next day.
In the future, do you think of becoming the manager?
Nah, I don't think I'm manager material, really. I think I would love to go into coaching, but I think it would be probably smaller kids, and I don't know if I've got the authority or I don't know, it's something that's probably not really interested me at that level, coaching adults.
What do you plan to do when your playing career comes to an end?
I have done one of my coaching badges, so I think I'll maybe try and go down that route. It was funny, when I left school, I actually applied to do politics at Dundee Uni. I don't know why I wasn't that really into politics, and I think my best grades were in modern studies, and my modern studies teacher I got on with pretty well. He was actually a Hibs fan. He always said I should maybe try and get into something like that, so I applied to do that, but luckily enough Hibs came in with a full-time contract, and it was a pretty easy decision.
What's the toughest Edinburgh derby you've played in?
It would be the one we got beat in the Scottish Cup final. It's one I've tried to erase from my memory, but thanks for reminding me.
I was at it, don't worry.
There was times as a Hibs player where, I don't know, we kind of went out to Derby, and I was looking around thinking, we'll do anything to get in and out of this game, but I think it showed how far the clubs came on, that, you know, I'm thinking every Derby that we could really turn these over today, so long may that continue.
Do you think you'll ever win the Scottish Cup again?
Who knows? I think, as I said, the clubs came on leaps and bounds, and it would be great to go on another cup run. I think the monkey's off our back now, and I think we can go into the cup runs with a lot less pressure than we did before it. Even in the first round, it was like they had the weight of the world. It was the talk of the city, and I look forward to cup runs now and say we've nothing to lose.
If you could turn back, obviously 2016, instead of David Gray scoring, what would you do if you scored?
Do you know what? It's actually nobody's ever asked me that, and I've never really thought about it. I would have loved to have been me, like, that done that. You know, obviously Dave's a good mate and delighted for him, but if you could change one thing, it would be me going up for that corner and notching one in. But as you said, we might win the Scottish Cup again, I might get my chance.
What would your celebration be?
Oh, I think I'd have the top off, I'd probably have the shorts off, I'd probably have everything off running about.
Well then. And what is it like to score a goal?
No, it is a good feeling. I remember I used to stay with a boy, Damon Gray, I don't know if you remember him. But it was Damon Gray.
No.
He played a couple of games as a name a few years back, but I stayed in a flat with him, and he used to wind me up saying, like, you'll never get that feeling of scoring a goal. He said, you don't know how good it is, the feeling. And it is a good feeling, but you know, for me it's maybe a goal line block, or I don't know, a goal saving tackle or something that I maybe get the same feeling as that. But I don't know, if you asked me if I scored the goal to win the Scottish Cup final, it maybe be a different story.
And this is obviously maybe going off topic, but why don't you consider maybe coming down and try train the disability team, like give them some tips?
No, I'd be interested in that, aye. A big part when we done our beeline since, and the boy for the disability SFA came in and done a talk with him. I found it really interesting, you know, the different areas that we could cover. So no, definitely it would be something I would like to come down and like to help out, and hopefully be able to give you some good tips. Because
I think I would say when I was like younger and playing football, kind of followed your footsteps. Obviously not the left back role. I was left
that's what, I wouldn't. My wee boy plays football, and that's one thing I would say. He's like, I want to be a defender like you. I was like, you didn't want to be a defender. You want to be up the park. You can be lazy and you get all the glory. So if that's one bit of advice to people, I would say, go up front or go in midfield and try and get the glory.
No, but it's been an absolute pleasure to interview my boyhood hero.
It's nice, mate. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you again.
No, as I said before, I was pissing myself when I seen that video on Twitter, and that's brilliant, mate. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
That's what you get when you get heart doctors. You just tell them how it is.
Top man. Cheers.